my name's John from Memphis Sewing and Vacuum, and I would like to introduce you to an American-made vacuum cleaner. This is the RICCAR Vibrance Premium. It is a total sealed unit. It has a HEPA filter and HEPA bags. First off, I'd like to show you a few of the features of this vacuum. It does, when you get ready to use it, you just push here, let it down. The on and off switch is on the handle. Now if you get ready to go underneath a bed or anything, unlike most uprights, this one you just step on the pedal again. It will come down to the ground, so you can go underneath things a lot easier, a bed per se or a little table. On the back here we do have our accessories. We have an extra long crevice tool, which is very good for car seats, getting under the refrigerator, or even along baseboards for those hard to get to places that a lot of vacuums just will not seem to get to. We also have a combination floor upholstery brush and dusting brush here. The dusting brush part just slides on. That way if you want to do drapes, things like that of that nature, these bristles and everything will help it to where the machine will not suck it inside of the hose. As far as getting up into corners and places like that a lot of vacuums, you know, the hose is a hard plastic, does not have a lot of stretch. The RICCAR, you just undo it from the side, unlock, you have a double pole, and you do have an 8-foot reach now. I can get up into places along the baseboards, just putting a crevice tool on the machine. Everything's very easy to get to, it's all with you, and just run the crevice tool next to the baseboard or whatever you're doing, very easy to get to. Just snap it on the back here. And if you're concerned about your wood floors or your tiles, vinyls per se, unlike a lot of vacuums, these wheels are rubber. They're not a hard plastic that might damage your floors. This is all a rubber wheel, so it will not scratch. On the back here, you notice the white button. This here is a little surge protector per se. So if you have an electrical jolt in the house, this will kick the vacuum off where it will not hurt the motor. And also if you get a clog or anything prevents the brush roller from turning, this will engage and kick the vacuum off too. It's just a safety to keep the motor protected. Inside the vacuum here, as far as getting to your bag and changing it, it's just as simple as pulling the front lid off. Inside here, as far as your bag, this is a HEPA bag. This is where everything goes in the vacuum first. Everything will travel right up your tube directly into the bag. When you get ready to change the bag, it's as simple as pulling off. They fit real tight, so you don't have a lot of dirt blowing inside the vacuum. But this is your 6-layer HEPA bag, and it traps up to 99.97% of all allergens inside the bag. Now on the bottom here, as far as replacing if you ever need to, this here is your pre-motor filter. Anything that gets out of the bag will be caught by this filter, so it does not go inside the motor and cut down on the life of the motor. Now in the front of the door here is a total sealed HEPA. And what I mean by total sealed is that the air and dirt and debris does not travel around the filter and blow out the front of the vacuum. Everything has to be forced through this filter here. As far as changing it, very easy. Just pulls directly out, snaps right into the front of the door, and you're done. And as far as HEPA filters, these are very reasonable. They run like $24.95, and we suggest replacing them at least once a year. Now as far as putting the door back on, the bag just slides on to the tube. Tuck it in, make sure it's not around inside the rubber. Just stick the door on and close it up, and you're done. Very, very easy. Now on the front of the machine here, we have a button that has the word carpet and floor on it. So if you're doing carpet, of course naturally you want it where it says carpet. It gets the brush roller turning and spinning. Is what you want to do is separate the fibers, pick up all the dirt. Now on your flooring, you know, I myself would prefer not to use a brush roll. I would just click it off. That keeps the brush roll from spinning on the floor, maybe scarring, scuffing it, etc. So you just pull that back. on the side of the vacuum here, this red light, if it should ever appear or come on, this means you have a full bag or else you have a clog in the vacuum. That's why you have this red light here on the side there. Now, as far as doing stairs and things that a lot of the uprights have had a hard time, because it's very hard to do a stair with an upright and hold it. You do have an accessory kit that does have a 9-foot hose that easily is attached into the back of the machine here, and you can leave the machine at the bottom of the stairs. So all I have to do is turn my lid here, it opens it up, the hose sticks directly into the back. Just like this. I flick my switch to 4 because I don't want my brush roller turning the whole time. There's no need for that. Now here I have 2 poles that simply attach onto my 9-foot hose. And then you can attach a floor brush. Just like this. Now this is a mini turbo brush. What this is very good for is if you have oriental rugs, things you don't want to run a regular vacuum brush roll on. This here has a brush roll on it, but it also has a fan inside. So what's actually turning it is not a motor per se, but the suction of the main vacuum unit that spins the fan. So it's a lot easier on your delicate rugs. So all you do to use that, turn the machine on, it's spinning, and then you just use it like a regular can. Also, it is very good on your stairs if you're carpeted. This is what you would want to use on your stairs. Very easy to get on the stairs. Now this here is known as a handheld turbo brush. It's a smaller. You can tell it's not as wide. It is very good. I use it in my car. Very good for the car. Or you can use it on stairs. Or if you have pets and a fabric couch, this is what you definitely want to use. This will definitely get the pet hair off the couch. So it's a simple, we can put it on here, or even the main hose of the unit. And then this will fit on your stairs very nicely, like the floorboard of your car or the seats. And that is the RICCAR Premium Vibrance machine that I'm very proud to sell. And if you'd like any more information on it, please call us at 901-309-0222.
Memphis sewing machine since 1971.
Memphis sewing machine, 'cause you're so great.